Alright, we are back with more blue, black trinkets, and we won the die roll, so we are playing first. Mulligan this. This is keepable. It's a borderline keep. I've got black, black if I need it, plus I have a blue source, so I think it's fine. I'll actually just play Terramorphic Expanse into Aqueduct, and just be able to, since like my lands are going to play it tapped anyways, I think I'd like to have the opportunity to be able to tutor up my island. But I'm not sure if that's the right play. It puts me behind by a lot. I think I'd just rather search for a black and have double black on 3 if I need it. Okay, so it looks like we're playing into Delver, so I definitely am going with the double black. If I draw a basic, I can Augur of Skulls him. This figure is going to be decent here. The only thing it doesn't kill is the Spire Golem. Oh shit. Before I lose priority and I have to return this land to my hand. Because Magic the Gathering Online is weird sometimes. So if I would have drawn basic Swamp or basic Island, I could play Augur of Skulls and then Dimir Aqueduct next turn. But I think this is fine as well. If he plays a Dover, I can just kill it. I'll just kill his Cloud of Fairies now. Just so his Spellstutter Sprite can't counter my Geth's Verdict, since I'm probably playing against Pauper Delver, yeah. I could offer the trade and killed it during his turn and got an extra damage in. But actually, that's probably the better play anyways. He could Vapor Snag back to his hand. I'm still slightly getting used to this deck. It's very interesting. It's really powerful. It has been described as a tap-out control deck. So it seems like if you could find really powerful sorcery removal, it might be better than the instant speed removal, except for Geth's Verdict, because that's like premier removal in the Pauper meta. Vapor Snag my guy. Do not need priority during my upkeep. So I can Trinket Mage next turn for a Vault of Whispers to hit my land drop. Which I think is what I'll do, because it makes my draws more potent, and it's going to give me what I need to get further in this game and play it a little better. Draw land, and I won't have to Trinket Mage. Another Aqueduct. Okay, so we will... The bad thing here is, like, if I Aqueduct, I don't think I can Augur of Skulls. Because I need to have Disfigure up. Well, I don't need to, but, like, if he flashes in Spellstutter Sprite at the end of my turn, I'd be more happy to Disfigure it than anything. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll go ahead and do. Because then he's just playing a 1-1 beater trying to get an ninjutsu trigger off. Okay, so he doesn't. I play Popper Delver with my real cards. I don't have it online because dazes are super expensive. I spent like 75 cents on dazes for the paper version. I'm not trying to spend $20 on internet version. So now I can auger skulls. He couldn't Cloud of Fairies it, and then if he would have killed it or countered it, it would have been alright. Okay. Keep Vapor Stag in my 1/1s. Hardcasting a ninja. Actually, we're just gonna disfigure it. I don't wanna waste my good removal spell and place my not as good removal spell, even though it's probably super good in this matchup. Okay, now I can tutor for my islands. Actually, I'll probably tutor for my swamp just so I can get all my black sources, because I've got plenty of blue sources. Need priority during my upkeep. He has 2 cards in hand. We're gonna grab swamp. Like I said, prior. Let's sack that. Let's see what he has. Yeah, Spellstutter Sprite. Have another one. Okay, so I will play a Fume Spitter. And since he's in top deck mode, I am going to cast a Trinket Mage. Using both my blue. To grab a Vault of Whispers. Yes. Just because, since this is a tap out control deck, I want to make sure I have my land drops. We'll just go ahead and kill his Spellstutter Sprite before he can protect it, because he has no way to interact with his graveyard. So the big thing is, like, does he play does he play Stitchwing Drake, the 3/4 flyer, or does he play the 2/2 that has Undying? It's interesting. Okay, so I can Moldrift, and then if I don't hit Undying Evil, I can Grim Harvest it back at the end of his turn, or during his upkeep. So I can actually target his Phantasmal Bear with Undying Evil to kill it, which is kind of funny. Let's see, how does he get back into this game? I think he gets back in this game with ninjutsu, so yeah, I just want to kill his creature. Because I could have played Chittering Rats to block. But yeah, see, I didn't want him to ninjutsu me. Fume Spitter. We'll do Mole Drifter. I could double Fume Spitter and kill him. Or I can draw an Executioner's Capsule to kill him. See if he wants to trade first, though. I don't think he will. Oh, he does. That's fine by me. So now I have enough to evoke my Mole Drifter and have Undying Evil if I draw it. Oh man, Disfigure. I thought you were Undying Evil. I was about to get super excited. Because that just feels so nasty drawing 4 cards. If he plays a dude, I disfigure it. If he plays a dude, I can guess verdict it. If he plays a dude instead. Yeah, that dude. So we will Mole Drift again. One time. Damn it. All I want is to live this dream. So I'll go ahead and Trinket Mage. For a Vault of Whispers. Probably should have played Fume Spitter, but it's not gonna matter. Like, I'm either gonna win this game or I'm gonna lose it. And most likely I'm gonna win it because of the amount of card advantage I have over him. End of his turn, yeah, we'll go ahead and Grim Harvest. He could have a counterspell, and I can just... Yeah, I didn't think so, because he yielded. So we enter battle phase first. See what he does. I'm gonna assume he drew a land. I'm gonna evoke my Mole Drifter. Draw your 2 cards. And then watch it die. And pay 3. Play turn, expands within your deck a little more, and pass turn. It's just such a sweet card advantage engine. Alright, so against him, all his cards are like 1-for-1s, so you kind of need to grind out just a little bit of card advantage and you can get huge amounts of, or put him at a little bit of card disadvantage and you get huge benefits from it, because Delver in top deck mode is probably the worst feeling in the world. Like, you top deck 1/1s that you can't protect, but if you're in the driver's seat, you are on top of the world. I do like Crypt Rats here because they're a soft board wipe. I don't know, man. Augur Skulls just feels like it's the weakest card in the deck. But, like, at the same time it doesn't. Because whenever it's good, it is ridiculously good. But whenever it's a 1/1 for 2, it's pretty bad. Wasting all his vapor snags early was really nice. The fume spitters are good. I don't know how good Chainer Edicts are versus Disfigures. I think I want like double Disfigure, or I want to take out Disfigures, even though they kill Flip Delvers. Actually, that's huge, killing Flip Delver. I don't know if I want to sideboard anything. Like, the main board of this deck is just so good. You're just a control deck that just can out-card advantage any deck in Pauper. Using Grim Harvest, Moldrifter, or Moldrifter Undying Evil. Just, it's pretty gross. But I am still pretty inexperienced with this deck, so I am not the best source. So he has a Delver. So I can lead off with Hermorphic Expanse and assume that I'm going down to 17. Or I can Swamp, disfigure his Delver. But he could have Daze, and that would be pretty good of a blowout. Because I'm under no huge pressure, and I can... Well, I mean, I guess he could have 2 mana and protect it with Spellstutter Sprite. It didn't flip, so it's okay anyways. If he does like a Ponder, or a Preordain, or a... Well, he could have Brainstormed during his upkeep to actually... Ooh, double Delver. Double the Delver. Double the fun. And he plans on flipping both of them next turn. He will have at least one of them. Actually should have played Terramorphic Expanse since I'm only going to be able to disfigure one of them. Go ahead and Sylvok Lightstaff, because now I'm not playing my Trinket Mage or my Moldrifter Evoke till turn 4. And I have to hit another land drop before I can do the Moldrifter Evoke trick. What does he want to show me? Brainstorm. So he's playing them. Vault of Whispers. I would be taking 5 next turn. So I'd go to 11. So go to 9. There's some lands. So now all he has to do is not cast a spell and just protect both his creatures and he can win the game. But we'll see how greedy he gets. He can play as many Cloud of Fairies as he wants. Nope, he's gonna Brainstorm during his second main phase. Don't believe he's playing Daze. It's usually something you play more game on and then you side out. Phantasmal Bear. So he has no counterspell backup. So all I have to do, I can turn my guy into a 3/3. I can block his Delver. I guess you get a Vapor Snag. Oh, and I forgot to get my blue source. Wow. Okay, well, that's the game anyways. I'm back to see it. Oh, I can't believe I hit okay. I need to read. Reading's hard. Okay, Disfigure seemed great. Actually, think about it, Fume Spitter seemed like they might be the weakest card in this matchup. But they also feel so strong. I'm gonna side out Augur Skulls. Bring in Chainer's Edicts and bring in Chittering Rats. Maybe cut a Chittering Rats for another Executioner's Capsule. Cause like, they seem pretty sweet. And play the slower control of your deck. Just has tons of removal. And I'll be on the play this time, so different. It'd be a way different game. As in a game that I don't draw lands. Okay. It's like game 1. So he has primary upkeep. Yeah, we're gonna get a swamp for sure. Spell or ability? Yeah. It's the worst part about Magic Online is like, you get so used to, you become so proficient at just clicking, you don't actually like read. It's kind of like how you just assume certain cards are cards after you've seen the picture so many times, and you can mistaken other cards' pictures for other cards' pictures. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. So we can Fume Spitter, Undying Evil, and then have a 2/2. Which I think is pretty sweet. Cancel. We'll Undying Evil him first. He's stuck on 1 land, so keeping him off his beaters is gonna be good. There you go. Now he's gonna play like 4 Cloud of Fairies. And hopefully I hit a land drop and I can Crypt Rats for 1. And then beat for 2. That does not look like what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna Sun and Blood myself. He can counter this if he wants. But he doesn't. He has better spells he could be countering. The bad thing now is that he could... Well, I can still Crypt Rats for 1. Or I can just kill his Cloud of Fairies. Yeah, because he might have Ninjutsu. That would be worth it, because letting him not draw cards is going to be huge. Yeah, like I said, card disadvantage, and then win from there. So I can Chittering Rats him. No, that seems bad. I think I'm just gonna Gets Verdict him. And then I'll Chittering Rats next turn since he's, like, cause all he has is a bunch of cantrips. So all I have to do is generate some sort of card advantage and I can win. With all my enter the battlefield effects and in 1-for-1s, I can get so much virtual card advantage. I think I can put him out of the game pretty easily. Okay, so now that changes my line of play. I think next turn then if I hit a land drop, I will Crypt Rats for 1, and then I will Undying Evil it, make it a 2/2. So then I can kill all his fairies without my Crypt Rats dying. Seems really good actually, but he has Counterspell mana now. Go ahead and tempt this. I'm sure it's going to be met with a counterspell. Or not. We'll just go ahead and activate its ability now. It's very key that you actually activate it during the beginning of combat. Not really. I'm being facetious. I thought I was still in my main phase. Dude, he really wants this Delver. Ponder. He's flipping it. He thinks. I could Mold Drifter Undying Evil, and then I have a 3/3 that I can just trade with his Delver. I mean, he really could Vapor Stag my Mold Drifter, which would be fine by me too. Because I like drawing cards. He plays a Cloud of Fairies. I wonder if he has a... He could have a counterspell, or he could just have Spellstutter Sprite. So yeah, we're gonna go for the Mold Drifter, cast with Evoke. See if he can spells it. He does not. That's actually kind of big, but he can Spellstutter Sprite this, and he doesn't. Wow. Oh wow. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Undying Trigger. Back. Oh my god, dude. I don't get to live the dream often. And I was totally fine for getting the 2-for-1. But it was just the ability to draw that many cards in a turn, like go from 4 to 7. Just, ugh. The Cloud of Fairies. He really didn't flip his Delver. Did he shuffle? Should have looked. So I can Changer's Edict this turn, then I can Chittering Rats, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a spell in his hand. I wouldn't assume so. Like, I hope he has a counterspell in hand. He's just letting all this happen. Okay, Spellstutter Sprite. So now I gotta go Crypt Rats and blow the world up. That might be conceptual. So, huge play mistake game 2 by not cracking a Terramorphic Expanse, which led to a game loss. I could have grinded the game out, but it was just like, it didn't seem worth it. It was in a losing position, and it was just going to get worse from there. And here, he didn't see any counter magic. He got like 8,000 Vapor Snags. No, he got 2. I thought he played 3. But did see 2 counter spells and spell stutter sprites. But he was stuck on 1 land. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. Unfortunate for him, fortunate for us.